My topic was for joy. Jesus was telling his disciples, be like me. And they said, well, how should we know? And he said that these are the gifts of the Spirit. When the Spirit is vibrant in you, we find that he was saying, first one was love. The second one was joy. Love is a strong affection, first devotion to God, and then for those around us. Joy is total happiness, but to me, joy is a step over the happiness because like the Emerald Lagasse, he says, I'll kick it up a notch. And that's what joy is, when you're so vibrant that you can't contain this happiness. And we find that the first thing that comes to our mind is the Christmas song, Joy to the World. This is such a vibrant hymn, and we should always cultivate that joy. And sometimes we not always that joyful, but we still have gratitude. The first step to joy is gratitude when you get up in the morning. Because if you don't acknowledge what a beautiful day, I feel great, my body is working in perfect order. And so that puts that energy in there, and you're so grateful. You'll see today in Super Sunday, there'll be a lot of joy out there, and there'll be a lot of sadness for the different teams. The winning team, you'll have overflowing joy. The other ones will be a little grumpy. But you see, we have experienced joy in so many different ways. I went to a graduation in San Francisco. A friend of mine was graduating college, and then the anticipation of the students, I could see their faces were just blooming. And there was one girl, she couldn't contain herself. That joy was, she rushed up there, but she took one step, and as she stepped to the podium, her shoe fell off. But she didn't think anything of it. She grabbed a shoe and she go running to get her diploma. Everybody clapped for her because when she got her diploma, she raised her shoe and she raised the diploma. There's defeat and there's failure and there's a gain. So where do we focus? She could have focused on a shoe and then she could have stopped and taken more time to put a shoe on. No, she grabbed the shoe and she started running, you know, just kind of funny because one heel was this high and the other one was down, so she's walking like this. And it was so funny that I said, there's that joy. She didn't let that stop her. She was ready for that goal. She saw that they were triumph at the end. One of the greatest joys is when you're at a hospital and you see a new baby being born. The expression on the mother and the father, and especially grandmothers, and we know, we've been there, and it doesn't matter. Some of those babies don't look very good when they come out. They look like little old men because they've been pushing and their lives are bugged. But to the grandmother, to the parents, the most beautiful, and that joy in the face, it was so wonderful that I'm very observant. And when I went to the hospital to see my nephews being born, my grandnephew, and I was watching through the window the grandparents, everybody peeking at the babies. They had the biggest grin. I said, why can't we go around? People go around with sour faces. They got long faces, horse faces, you know, and it's just unbelievable. Doesn't seem to be any energy in them. To me, I was looking for a place and I had to move within 2 weeks because it was kind of an urgent thing. I sold my house and the man had told me that I could stay there until I could find a place. But then when he got it, he wanted me out right away, and I thought, oh my gosh, what am I going to do? I'm going to have to, you know, go. And so I was feeling kind of, you know, down. It's part of nature, you know, you just feel so down. But I found there was, I passed by a little park, and there was 2 little kids playing, and they were so cute because they were not hurting each other, but they wanted to push them down so they could fall down. And that put a smile on my face. A simple little thing like that could put such joy. And I remember when I was, I think I was about 10 years old, and we had a neighbor that had a daughter about the same age. And my mother would always say, she says to me, this girl's going to grow up to be a grump. Wait till she gets old, because nothing was right for that. She'd go. But anyway, and my mother would always say, that girl, I don't know what's going to happen. And you know what happened? That girl, as she grew up, she developed cancer. Then she found the beauty in life because she wanted to live. So it took that to wake her up. And I think that's a very sad lesson, that we have to wait until some catastrophe happens to feel joy. And we have so many things given to us by grace, the grace of God. And nobody ever stops to say, oh, what beautiful trees. They give you such shade. What a beautiful ocean. What a beautiful mountain there. No, everybody's in a hurry. Nobody takes that. I take in all of that thing, and I just get fed by this. It just gives me the energy that I need to go on, to go through life, because life is not easy. It's not a bed of roses. And if you can think and put yourself outside of this mundane where everything is chaotic, it was just a simple life, and it's gotten so complicated, and it takes a staff of lawyers to do things and a staff of psychiatrists to figure out problems. And what? And it used to be so simple, a simple life. And that is free. You don't have to pay for it. And I came across this poem, which I love very much. Oh, this joy I have, this joy that fills my heart, this joy that keeps me smiling, this joy that picks me up when I am down, this joy that never ends, this joy that my heart sings about, this joy that makes me clap my hands and dance alone in my room, this joy that gives me a new song, this joy that inspires my dance, this joy that the world can never take, this joy that never asks for a price, this joy that fills my soul, this joy that sets me free from all my worries, this joy I cannot explain. Oh, this joy. The joy of the Lord is my strength. So we get these outside people doing these beautiful words and songs. It's in church, it's everywhere, but we have ears to hear and don't hear. We have eyes to see and don't see. The last one I'm going to tell you about is our old friend, Jeremiah Bullfrog. He says, joy to the world. And let's keep this message and keep it with us every single day, and your life would be so happy. And those strangers that we meet, they will not become strangers. They will become friends, because you put a smile and you'll see the other person respond with a smile.